I'm Emily Kate from Wedding and Honeymoons magazine, and I'm delighted to be joined today with Mizi from Mizi Atelier. So these amazing creations around us, these are all yours?
Yes, indeed.
So I'm delighted. I know Mizi from before, so we've met before, but of course maybe some of our viewers haven't met you or haven't come across you. So why don't you explain what you do?
So I started making hats because I couldn't find what I liked in the shops. And if I did, they were extremely expensive. So I'm from New York, and I was invited to my first wedding in London. And I tried to find a hat that I liked, and it was within the budget, and I couldn't. Mm-hmm. So I settled for a hat, and I brought it home, and I tried to match it with my outfit, and I thought, it's too plain. So I started, embellishing it,
really?
On my own, and then got invited to Ascot and many other weddings. And then I moved to UK. Mm-hmm. So the hat culture became a big part of my life, which I had not addressed before.
So when you went to the other weddings and Ascot, were you already in the swing of adding to and embellishing hats? Yes.
So I took interest in, hats as an accessory, whereas before, in the US, you buy your dress, you buy your hats, you buy your shoes, and that's it, So that was an extra element that became interesting to me. Mm-hmm. And then a few years ago, I went to Ascot with a friend who is very holistic, and we were sitting watching the race, and she said, look, people are looking at you, people are looking at your hat, and there's so much interest, why don't you do this for a business? And I thought, I'm not a millionaire, how can I do this? I'm just, I like crafts and everything else. By the end of the day, she convinced me to take this even as a hobby.
Right.
And I went home, I ordered a few things, and I started making different hats. And I got so involved in it that I would wake up at 3 a.m, start sketching,
really?
What I wanted to do next. It was such a passion. And then I got my first batch of material, and it was ordered from all around the world. And when I received the supply, firstly, the quality wasn't what I expected it to be.
Right.
And secondly, the postage, it came from China, it came from different parts of the world. And I thought to myself, surely there's a better way to do this. And then I tried to research where other milliners get their items from. And there was not one milliner that would claim to be 100% sustainable.
Right.
And I thought, in today's day and age, we're trying to save the planet, and we are trying to be sustainable with food, we're trying to be sustainable with our recycling and upcycling, and this is an area that nobody has approached. And we wear hats, we wear headbands, and why not? So again, did a bit of research, and I come from banking background, and some of the companies are going to be rated based on their sustainability for their stock price. And I thought, there's an untapped market, and personally, I believe in sustainability all my life. My family, we have upcycled things and all that. And I thought, if I'm doing this, I'm first and foremost going to approach sustainability.
That's your niche.
That's my niche. Okay. And so I stopped sourcing material from, overseas. Mm-hmm. I source from UK and, local vendors.
Right.
When and if I need to, I color my fabrics in natural materials such as turmeric.
Oh, really?
Yes, so I get a white fabric and I color it in turmeric, I color it in plum juice, so just different,
So some local suppliers, some you're actually dyeing the fabric, and some is pre-loved fabrics,
Correct.
Pre-loved items as well.
Correct.
Okay.
So as much as possible, I try to upcycle,
Yeah.
when possible. And, also what I encourage people is that, especially with the older generation, if you already have 20, 30 hats, bring it to me and I take it apart and I upcycle it and make a modern hat out of it.
That's lovely, because they might have an emotional attachment to that as well, and they've worn it somewhere special, but they don't necessarily want to get rid of it, but they also feel they can't wear it again because it was an important occasion. So to have it, altered and changed that way. I remember Princess Diana doing that, actually. So
exactly.
Taking something and changing how it looked.
Exactly.
Now, hang on. I think there was something to do with Vogue, wasn't there? Tell me what happened with Vogue.
Yes. So after I did my 30 hats and the party, friends and myself put some picture on social media, and a Friday afternoon at 3 p.m. I got a call from someone saying, our researcher has seen your hats on social media and would I be interested to be published? And I did not catch who the person's name was, nor which magazine they were calling from. And I had to ask them to repeat themselves, and they did, and it was British Vogue.
Oh, that's everyone's dream. You start out as creating something, and suddenly you're called by Vogue. You're not even asking them. It's amazing.
And they pulled out page 36 and added Mizi Atelier, and I was also nominated as one of the top 25 women in 2025 as businesses to watch out for.
Oh, fantastic.
And on the award ceremony I actually won the nomination, and as one of the up and coming, because of the message of sustainability and the design and all that. And I was on the cover of Leaders magazine. I have been on the cover of Painless magazine. I've been published in Cosmopolitan at Tatler, and
you won what, Surrey Awards as well?
I was in Surrey Awards magazine, yes. So in matter of a year, it seems like this message of sustainability and design with a twist and upcycling has resonated with many people.
That's it. I think you've absolutely captured the zeitgeist. This is amazing. So can you actually show me some of your... Should we start with this one?
Sure.
So talk me through how this one came about. Is it all right to pick it up?
Of course, of course. So this is my Coco, again inspired by Coco Chanel.
It goes with your beautiful outfit.
Thank you. This hat is made with felt.
Yes.
And it's free form. And
so freeform means a mold? Or
it's a mold, but you see the top, it has a groove up here, and you pinch it, you can shape it as you wish.
Oh, right.
And the pearl was actually a rosary bead.
Was it?
That I upcycled. And the rose is also a brooch that I had. So I have put it all together and made
it's all perfect, it's all seamless with your lovely logo as well.
Yes.
I love it.
So another thing is that I don't use sewing machine.
At all?
At all.
Wow.
And everything is hand stitched. So based on sustainability, it's very challenging.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, you have to do something by a machine.
Yeah.
But some of my hats, for example, that one in the corner has about 400 stitches by hand.
So this is the one with the lace, so we can see that you've got, so there's a sort of feather across the top and a brooch on the end. And how many stitches?
Probably over 400 stitches by hand.
Oh, wow. So tell me about the middle one.
The middle one, interestingly enough, is a hat I found in a charity shop.
Right.
It was completely crushed and distorted. And I brought it home and I remolded it on bowls that I had at home. And I don't use chemical, I use normal starch.
Oh, right.
Just metal starch. And then also charity shop chopsticks.
Those
that
are
I found.
chopsticks.
Yeah. And
You would never know they were chopsticks at a distance. Well, not even close up, because you don't expect to see chopsticks on a hat. So that sort of, I mean, the Princess of Kate Middleton wore to the was it the coronation or one of the weddings? She wore something like that.
Yes.
So that's quite a specific
Indeed.
design technique,
Indeed.
isn't it? And yet you're actually using something that already exists. That's
and
amazing.
I had a dressing gown with what we call frog eye loop.
Okay.
And that's the motif on top that I took
see.
off of a dressing gown and put it on top. So don't ever throw anything out. And actually, it's nice and challenging to bring 3-4 things together and make a beautiful hat like that.
It is beautiful. And the one next to it?
The one next to it, again, is made of felt. It's a French beret,
Right.
and with upcycled lace. And the pearls on top of it were cufflinks that someone lost a pair of. And I used it as ornament on top of the hat.
See, that's really inspired. You just think one cufflink, what can we do with that?
Exactly.
That's what you can do with that. Now, this is a very different type. Obviously, this is more of a fascinator.
Yes.
But how did you conceive of this idea and put this together?
I wanted to do something modern, and I was invited to present my hats at St. John's Wood Street fashion show.
Oh, wow.
And they told me somebody is going to be wearing a silk outfit and this color. And they actually told me it's a gentleman who's going to be wearing it. And I wanted something fun, and probably it's not something that you would wear on a day-to-day basis. But as
it's a statement piece.
Yes, as a red carpet
Yeah.
and fashion show piece. I just wanted to challenge myself with diversity, you know. Not everything has to be practical, but this one was matching the outfit. The bow here is actually silk. I made it myself with diamante and as a garnish.
You actually made that. That's incredible. And what is this part?
This is quill.
Right. It is
Ostrich quill,
Wow.
and the feather is off and the quill is there.
And the last one?
And this one also, it's from my bridal collection.
Which we need to talk about, obviously, being a Honeymoon Weddings magazine.
Yes, indeed. And everything I make could be adaptable. So, for example, that piece, the brooch can come off.
I can see that's a brooch on there. Is that a vintage brooch?
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes, it is.
And how did you make these pieces?
Again, they're velvet, and each piece is hand cut and hand sewn together on a base, and diamante crystals finished with a vintage brooch.
And the brooch, I love it. So you say that anything can be adapted. So if a bride in particular comes to you and says, right, this is my look, what can you create? Where do you start with that?
It depends on the tone of the wedding. Are you having a modern wedding or modern dress or vintage? So the tone of the wedding is the first thing. The next important thing is to look at the person's face and basically what shape would suit.
Oh, really? So that's taken into account as well? That surprises me.
Absolutely. Because, you know, if you have an oval face, there's a certain headwear
Yes.
that would complement you, and also how you wish to wear your hair, or depending on the size of the face and the shape, then that may determine how you would wear your hair. So it's a bit of a collaboration to see what's the best thing to do for you, but it all starts with a tone of the wedding.
Yes, that makes sense. On to this one on the top. This is really beautiful embroidery. So where did that come from?
Actually, that was a cushion that I got from a vintage shop.
Right.
And it was in the bargain bin. It was too beautiful to pass on. It's silk, hand embroidered, and I molded that on a millinery hat block. And I have a very nice designer skirt, and it was a bit too long for me, so I had to cut a bit of the bottom off.
Right.
And did not want to throw this beautiful famous lace. and I garnished the hat with that.
So the lace is from your skirt, and you
Yes.
said it's a designer skirt.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Designer skirt that's famous for their laces.
Oh, really?
So yes, I mean, yeah, haute couture meets, Mizi Atelier. So nothing goes to waste in my book.
But the quality in that, obviously the quality of your stitching, but of the lace, and you can see the detail in the silk there. That's absolutely incredible. And the one below, talk me through this one.
That one also was purchased from a vintage shop, and it was sad and needed cleaning. So I used traditional methodology to clean the hat. With steaming,
Oh,
you
right.
kind of fresh up the felt, basically. And then I found these felt. I made little flowers out of it, and
So that felt as the flowers wasn't already there?
no,
So you found felt that matched?
yes.
Oh.
And I sewed pearls again from a necklace that was torn, and I used the pearls in the middle and made flowers out of it, and made a beautiful Matilda hat.
And it's completely transformed, as you said.
Indeed.
Amazing.
Indeed. And not only I cater to our lovely humans, I also cater to our beloved pets.
Oh, really?
Yes. We make hats for dogs and cats and anything to do with accessories for
Amazing.
pets.
Well, actually, yes, in weddings, lots of people are now choosing, particularly to bring their dogs, be a big part of their wedding. And that's
Indeed.
lovely. And so, yes, if you can make something to accessorize your dog as part of the wedding. that's
Exactly,
lovely.
why not?
Yes.
We dress up. Why shouldn't our beloved pets not be dressed up accordingly?
Absolutely.
So yes, I make top hats for our four-legged friends too.
I love that. Every dog should have a top hat.
Indeed.
Do you do other areas of the wedding? I mean, obviously there's Mother of the Bride is a traditional one. The groom? Or
Yes.
The groomsmen?
So what I do is I have a range of accessories
Right.
where I can make buttons that you could put on the shoe
Oh,
or
really?
on the purse.
Oh, so it's not just hats?
No,
Oh.
to match the whole outfit. I also do groom's matching boutonniere to the bride's headwear. I do it for, ascot.
Do you theme the fabric then as well?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
So again, if you're the bride and you have a certain theme, like feathers and all that, I can make a matching boutonniere for the groom to match,
Wow. Have you had a favourite commission?
Yes, I have. It's it's been an honor, it's wonderful. And I made headpieces for the group Bonnie M.
Oh, really? Wow.
And they were performing this year, and they asked me to make a headwear for them
Yeah.
while they were performing Rasputin. So,
Amazing.
so yes,
That's, yes, they're such a
been amazing
classic,
honour.
famous band. Incredible. And they wore them on stage.
Yes.
Can you describe what you created for them?
So basically, it's feathers going up like horn, and also a heart-shaped motif hanging on the forehead.
Oh, wow.
And it was suitable for Rasputin, basically.
Amazing. What happens to the pieces afterwards if they're specifically for one performance?
They have asked to commission it and buy it.
Oh, right.
So yes,
Lovely.
yes, they've kept it, and it's an honor. And we have a dear singer, Agnes Jones, who has worn my pieces to her performances, and a few
And of course,
others.
these are important keepsakes for weddings as well, because I mean, when I got married, I kept my headpiece, and I think these are really sort of special things. And knowing they've been made specially for you, with the tone in mind and the fact that nobody else has it, it's really special.
Indeed, indeed. That's why also I'm trying to encourage people to understand the art of millinery and stop thinking about fast fashion.
Yeah.
And many ladies now are taking interest in having events instead of the typical hen do,
Right.
to come and attend a workshop
Oh.
and make their own headpieces
Are
for
you
the
running-
wedding.
And you're running your own workshops?
Yes, I'm
Wow,
running a
that would
workshop
be great.
in September, October, and November. You know, if anybody's interested, they can see it on my website.
Where are they based? Where are your workshops held?
In North London, St John's Wood.
Right.
And depending on the skill set and depending on their interest, we can kind of customize the workshop.
Wow, so it could be a hen party
Yes.
activity to go and make. That's incredible.
Indeed, indeed. A bride can come with the bridal party and they can make their, fascinators.
Mhm.
And obviously, we can have pre-engagement and conversation
Mhm.
about the colors and what they want. And then we'll sit together and do that. And it's a 4-hour workshop. And in between, we'll have afternoon tea, refreshment, and it would be a workshop and a
What a lovely
party.
experience, because they get to make part of the wedding, they get to learn something, and of course it's bonding, which is the point of a hen do.
Exactly.
That's really, what a lovely idea. So at the moment you've got 3, is that right?
Yes, September, October, November.
Right. Why? So this sustainability area and your ethos is obviously really important to you. Now I understand it as a niche or a gap in the market, but why have you chosen this?
Well, I've always believed in, humanity and the way the world is going. We are becoming a consumer market.
Mm-hmm.
And also, even though it's a strong belief of mine, from commercial perspective, you also want to tap into the gap in the market.
That's true, yes.
And there's nobody who claims to be sustainable.
And your materials are much cheaper, of course, so there's that.
Exactly. And again, we are becoming a consumer market, and charity shops are filled with material. I'm not saying everything I buy is from charity shops, but again, if you have one earring or if you have one piece of feather or something, that you can upcycle, why not?
Absolutely.
And I believe in that, and the upcycling, and I have named my upcycled range as Reimagine.
Reimagined, that's lovely. That's a really lovely idea, because pre-loved is a different thing. That's how it comes to you, and then you reimagine that.
Yeah, indeed.
I love it. That's
Indeed.
amazing. So there's bound to be people watching this and wanting to know how they can reach you and how they can find out more. So where do they find you?
Sure. I have a website, miziatelier.com, and also I'm on Instagram, Mizi Atelier, and all the information is there, and people can book a free half-hour consultation for any ideas or any upcycling ideas or anything.
Oh, what a nice idea. And of course the workshops as well. Then that's either hen parties, somebody who's interested in being a milliner themselves, or for any other reason.
Exactly. I've had many mothers of brides and grooms who have had hats for family weddings, and they have worn it several times, and they come to me and we upcycle that, make a completely different hat. Why make a new hat if you can upcycle something? So that's another way to do it.
Yeah, so if somebody's got something sitting in the cupboard, they'd love to give it new life.
Exactly.
That's another reason to contact you. And as you say, other people as part of the wedding, mother of the bride, or the groomsmen, or anything else, as well as brides who we're obviously talking to a lot. Amazing.
Indeed. And accessories, as I said, boutonniere for the groom, or father of the bride, father of the groom, or shoe pieces, or pieces to go on the handbag. So anything can be customized.
Yes, even if they're not interested in a headpiece, they
Indeed.
can have these bits as well. I love it. It's such a great idea, and I can see why you've had so much success in just 18 months. So nice to see you again, Mizi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.